Today, we've got a story for you, an old folk tale about what seems like an impossible problem, but with a solution that's so clever it's almost unbelievable. All right, let me ask you something. Imagine a powerful king offers you anything you want. What would you ask for? I mean, really think about it. Gold? A huge piece of land? Maybe some power? But what's the strangest reward you could possibly dream up? Just hold that thought. Because the hero of our story today, this incredibly wise fisherman, asked for, get this, 200 lashes with a whip. Yeah, you heard me right. It's a request that absolutely baffled the king, and, as we'll see, exposed a totally corrupt system. So the real question is, why on earth would anyone ask for that? Okay, so let's set the scene. We're in the court of a powerful Raja. A fisherman has just walked in and presented him with this amazing gift. But it's what he asks for in return that's what kicks this whole thing off. And this is the moment. The fisherman looks the king right in the eye and says it. He asks for a brutal punishment. I mean, can you just imagine the pin-drop silence in that throne room? It's just a completely shocking thing to ask for. So the Raja is, as you can imagine, totally floored. He's actually heard of this fisherman, Jalraj. The guy has a reputation for being one of the wisest men around, so why is this brilliant man asking for something so painful and, let's be honest, so stupid sounding? It just makes no sense. All right, to figure this puzzle out, we have to go back. We have to rewind the story. Because you see, the fisherman's strange request isn't actually the start of the story. It's the brilliant final move in a very clever game. So let's meet our guy, Jalraj, and really get to the bottom of the problem that sent him to the palace to begin with. So here's the deal with Jalraj. He's a good fisherman, everyone respects him, but he's poor. And his daughter, who's 17, is ready to get married. But he just doesn't have the money for a wedding. It's that classic tough spot, you know? He wants to do the right thing for his family, but he just doesn't have the cash. So his friends give him some pretty solid advice. They say, hey, go ask the Raja for help. But they also give him a warning. Don't you dare show up empty-handed. You got to bring a gift that's actually fit for a king. And then, one day, his luck completely turns around. After trying and trying, he catches this magnificent fish. I mean, it's perfect, the perfect gift. So he sets off for the palace, and he's filled with all this hope, thinking, this is it. This one fish could be the answer to everything. But of course, it's not going to be that easy. Before he can even get inside to see the Raja, he hits a major roadblock. And honestly, this is where the real story, the chess match, truly begins. So he gets to the palace gate, and bam, he's stopped by a gatekeeper. And you need to know, this isn't just some guy doing his job. No, this guy is corrupt. And the second he sees that beautiful fish, he just sees an opportunity for himself. The gatekeeper doesn't beat around the bush. He lays it out there. He's thinking, the Raja's going to pay a lot for that fish, and he wants his cut. How much? Half. Just straight up classic corruption. So now our fisherman is totally stuck. The gatekeeper basically gives him an ultimatum. Choice 1, you agree to my deal, you split the reward with me, and I'll let you in. Choice 2, you refuse, and you can just turn around and go home. For a guy this desperate, that's a really, really tough spot to be in. Okay, but this is where we see just how brilliant our fisherman is. You have to listen very carefully to his counteroffer. He doesn't say, okay, I'll give you half the money. No, he asks, will you take half of anything I get from the Raja? See that? It's a tiny change in wording, but it is absolutely everything. And the gatekeeper, who is just blinded by greed at this point, he only hears what he wants to hear. All he's thinking about is gold coins, silver, maybe a nice plot of land. So of course he's going to take half of that. He greedily agrees, having no idea he just walked straight into a perfectly laid trap. And just like that, we're back in the throne room. The deal has been made. The fisherman is finally standing in front of the Raja. And now his real plan can finally begin. Okay, so the fisherman presents his amazing fish. The Raja is super impressed, and he says, name your reward. And this is when Jalraj asks for the 200 lashes. It's that crazy moment from the beginning. But now it's all starting to click into place, right? But wait, he's not done. He tells the Raja, okay, I'm ready for my punishment, but on one condition. You have to bring the gatekeeper in here. And you can imagine the Raja's like, why? Well, the fisherman explains, we made a deal. We have to split the reward. And then the fisherman just lays out this perfectly inescapable logic. It's so simple. 1. I promised the gatekeeper half of whatever I got. 2. What I got was a promise of 200 lashes. 3. Well, half of 200 is 100, so he gets his share. The logic is just perfect. There's no way around it. And boom. That's the moment of justice. Their Raja gets it instantly. He sees the whole brilliant trick. He sees the fisherman's genius, and he sees the gatekeeper's corruption. But the Raja, he decides to take it one step further. He says, forget 100 lashes, give him the whole 200. And then he fires him right there on the spot. And just like that, the fisherman gets his real reward. And no, of course he doesn't get whipped. Instead, the Raja praises him in front of everyone for his wisdom. He gets to see justice served, and best of all, the Raja is so impressed he offers to pay for the entire wedding. Think about it. He solved his money problem, and he took down a corrupt official all at once. I mean, the Raja's words here just sum it all up, don't they? The fisherman didn't need to fight or argue. He just used his brain. He took the gatekeeper's own greed and turned it into a weapon against him. It's just so clever. So this whole story, this simple little folktale, it kind of leaves us with a pretty big question, doesn't it? When you're faced with a system that's rigged against you, or some problem that just feels impossible to solve, maybe the best weapon isn't strength or power. Maybe it's just cleverness, that little bit of creative, unexpected thinking. What do you think?